So the next feature I'm looking to dive deep into is our product comparison feature, and this time I'm going to show you actually how you can build one and how quickly it is to build one. And again, the main reason I was really keen to build this feature was I was really struggling to work out which was actually the best deal for my client, taking into account all the variables, and I was having to manually sort of work that out. And I wanted to know what was the best deal over 2 or 3 or 4 years, which is what my clients want to know. So that's why we built this feature. And I'm going to walk you through how you actually use the feature. So firstly, on any deal, you click on Find Products. You can also do it standalone as well. It doesn't need to be on a deal. You could actually do a whole product comparison tool without even having a deal to create it against. From here, what you want to do is you want to click on Filter, and you want to filter by what you're looking for. So I'm going to go 550,000, for example. I'm going to do 80% LVR, principal and interest, owner occupied, system products. System products are products that BrokerEngine is tracking, so we track somewhere around 35 to 40 products and 35 to 40 lenders, about 8,000 products. But you can also have your own products in there as well. So if you're doing personal loans or asset finance, you could add in your own products. Then I'm just going to do standard variable and 2-year fixed, like so. I can also limit it down to the lenders if you like. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just do it for ING. I'm going to do it for CBA, and maybe I'll do Suncorp as well. And so what you can do is you can then, so I've now created my filter, and if I want, I can do some extra ones here, like I need offsets or whatever. I can also save my filters as well. So maybe I'm doing a lot of these deals, so rather than have to enter this in every time, I can actually save that filter. What I'll do is I'll click search, and it'll bring me back the results. At the moment, it's returned 16 results here. I can of course sort by high to low if I wish. But what I want to do here is I'm now shortlisting. So I'm going, okay, great. I'm comparing these 3 lenders. I'm going to choose this one here and this one here, for example. And I'm going to choose the Suncorp one for CBA, 2-year fixed, owner occupied, P&I, and this one here, and same thing for Suncorp. So I'm going to do home package 2-year fixed, P&I special, along with the home package variable. So what I've done here is I've shortlisted the 6 products that I'm looking to show my clients. Once I've done that, I can add another products if I want to, but in this case I'm not going to. I'm just going to compare the home loan options. I then click on Build Scenario, and what I can do here is I can actually manually add them all in if I want to, but of course that would be annoying. There are use cases where you might want to do that, but broadly I'm looking to compare CBA to ING to Suncorp. So what I do is I click on the little auto build button here or here, and it'll automatically build the comparison report for me. So here we go, I've got this one here. I'm going to just change the order of these ones here. So I've got all my variable on the top row and all my fixed down here. What I can now do is if I want to, I can rename this to ING or rename it to anything I like. I can also change the order of this. So maybe I want to have CBA over here at the start, like so. I can do all that as well. Very, very flexible. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to enter in the loan amount. I'm going to do 500,000 here. And then what I'll do is I'll apply that to the current row, so I don't need to sort of enter in 500,000. I'm then going to calculate LMI, so click on Calculate LMI, and I'm going to calculate, that'll be fine. I'm going to click Search, and it'll then give me the results for this particular lender. I can actually search for other lenders at the same time, but I'm just going to apply the LMI here, so LMI is applied. I'll now do the same thing here, but in this case it's already got the ING there, and here we go for Suncorp. It's calculated Suncorp as well here. Noting we've got some other information here, like whether there's a home guarantee scheme available, whether they have DUA and links to that, and so on. So now I've done my first loan split. I can now jump down here. I can increase the discount or add in the discount as I need to, and so on and so forth. But I'll come down further. Here's a 2-year fixed. Again, I'm going to do 500,000. Let's say 150,000 fixed here, and again apply that to the current row, and again don't need to calculate LMI again. As I scroll down, I can then enter in, I can adjust any of the fees here, but they'll all be there already, and so on and so forth. So I scroll down now, click on Add Packages. Yes, I want a package for all of these, so I add that in, and I also want to add in the relevant cashback offer that is available at the moment. We're keeping track of all the cashback, so if you click on Add Offer, you can actually search by the various lender, for example. to see the relevant cashbacks that might be available at any point in time. But we're suggesting that some to you, but you can certainly look for more as well, and also add in your own if you're using some obscure lender. And just like that, we've actually created very quickly created a product comparison report that does give us the two calculations over any two time periods and gives us that number. What I'm finding here though is that it's a little bit too busy. I think there's too much going on here. It's going to be a lot to present to the client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show and hide some fields. I'm going to hide some fields I don't think that are that relevant to the client. So I'm going to hide, for example, the initial interest rate and discount, and just show the final rate. I'm going to hide, for example, I'm going to show any fees because look, all the fees are taken into account in the bottom of the table anyway. But up to you. Of course, you can show the fees as well if you wish. I'm going to show and hide those. I'm going to show whether an offset account is available as well, because I think I can sell the client on the offset. So I'll do that here. And now I've adjusted the report or the presentation. I've hidden some fields. I'm now showing whether there's an offset account available here, and it's looking a lot tidier. What I can now do is export that to a PDF. I might just rename this to, for Craig Vaughan, and so rename the name of the scenario, and then I can export this to a PDF as one option. I can also download it into a proposal as well. And here's an example of just a quick report that you can just quickly generate with your logo and the quick summary with a bit of a disclaimer at the bottom as well. That just highlights, so really quick to create, quick to get a report out to your client, or you can also add them into your proposals as well. Plenty of other cool features going on here. It's very flexible, but at its core, it should allow you to create really quick product comparison reports, taking into account all the variables so that you can easily identify which is actually the best deal for your client.